Now, the only reason why I don't stay at 2 plates when I stay there working out, I don't work out with anyone anymore. So, I don't really have spotters. So when I want to do heavy lifts, I do them by myself. So when I put 254 in here, I know right away if I'm doing 3 sets of 6 with 254, I can throw 25 on each side, bang that out for a rep, and then add an additional 30 pounds on top of that. If I'm doing, so then I go 3 sets of 6 with that, 254, take 2.5 off, it's a 3 pound plate though. Put the 5 on there, I do 3 sets of 6 with that, that's 259. Then I put this on top of the 5, 3 sets of 6 with that, it's 265. So then I know I can go straight to 141 kilograms from 265. And boom, that's like, basically 3 plates, 3 regular plates that I calibrated. And I take that off, and I put the 3rd plate on there, which comes out to 320 pounds. I do that, and I'll put a 2.5, which is a 3 pound plate. I'll put that on each side, and that's 326, or 5, and maybe 331. Or like if you wanted to get crazy, you could put 10s on there, do 340, whatever. So that's why I do it. So my body's used to the heavy weight, my tendons, my body, your central nervous system. It activates. Like when you're not going to lose any strength off the 2 plates, but you're not going to be used to the heavy weight. And your form is going to be kind of reduced and deducted and not as prominent and strong as if you were doing sets with the heavier weight. Like if you're doing 3, 4, 5 sets with 265. That's a 6. Because now you're used to, that's heavy weight to start with. So now you throw a 50 on there, you throw 25s, whatever they have to weigh, 25, 26, 27, 28 pounds. Throw those on there, boom. You do 3 plates right off the bat, right off the swing. When you're doing 2.25, you gotta move up 275, and you move up to 285, and you hit 300, and you go to 315, but you gotta work your way up, and then you're not used to the heavy weight, kind of skeptical when you're by yourself. I'm talking as like, a natural lifter, guy that doesn't do supplements, steroids, TRTs, or whatever the fuck, I don't even know what they call the shit, I don't even know anything about it, or whatever, nothing. So that's what you do. If you want to get to like 3 plates and shit like that, you want to get up to at least where you can do it alone, by yourself. You want to get up to 250. So you want to get up to 250 for 3 sets of 6. And once you get up to 350 with 2 sets of 6, you could throw, like, where you're doing it, where you're not like all over the fucking place with the bar and shit like that. You throw a 25 on each side, and now you're going to be at 305, whatever the plates come out to be. You're going to be over 300 pounds. Now, you can throw another 15 on there, no problem. So now you're up to 320, 318, whatever the fuck. So now you can go straight to 3 plates. And if you go higher than that, now you're in like a whole nother category. Once you get up to like past 250 pounds for reps, you're beyond problem. So now, that's like, when you talk about maxing, I never maxed out. The most I ever did was 350. When I was 21, I was heavier. I was like 200 pounds. But on the free weights, the most I ever did was 331. But I never maxed out. I did it a bunch of times. I did like 3 or 4 times. But that's not my max, isn't it? Because I do so much working out before that, and I don't get any rest days, and I work, and I do calisthenics also. I come big with pull-ups and chin-ups and push-ups and sit-ups and that shit. But that's how you get a big bench. Like if you want to get to 3 plates, you're looking to get up to 250 by yourself. With a spotter, you can stay at 2.25. Like if you want to go to a gym or some shit like that, you stay at 2.25, you can do that. But if you're going to like, if you're by yourself, you get your own fucking gym, you want to get up to like at least 250 pounds and get 3 sets of 6 out of that. And then you could throw a 25 on each side. You hit that. It sparks, it ignites your nervous system, your central nervous system for the heavy weight. Kind of kicks your fight or flight response on, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then you can throw the plate on there. And you're gonna hit it no problem. No struggling or no failing or no, you're not gonna be skeptical or nervous or you're not gonna feel out of place while you're lifting it. What you really want to get to is a 5 on there. A 10 and a 5. And you get, I do a minimum of 6 sets. Today I just did 14 sets or 13. But that's what I start off with this, with either 254 or 259, either the 2.5 or the 5, and then I go to 265. 185 pounds, 6'2", 1/4 inches. But that's how you get a big bench. For people that like talk all this shit online and stuff, like this is what you gotta do, that's all bullshit. For steroids, yeah, like if you're taking steroids and shit like that, you recover so fucking fast, you don't even need to use like leg drive and that like that, you can just put it in the bone. But that's not real. You're gonna be able to do it all the time, whenever, wherever, however, by yourself, relying on nobody. This is what you do. You gotta get up to here. What's on the bar right now? You should be aiming for 4 sets of 6 with this, but if you can get 3, that's fine. You can be able to bang out 3 plates every time, no problem, wherever, whenever, however, with whomever, whatever. So that's like a little rundown of what the fuck you need to do. If you're trying to get a big bench or some shit like that, and you got nobody around, and you don't want to deal with nobody, you don't like nobody, you don't give a fuck, and you want to just do it by yourself, which a lot of people feel the same and are like, I guess. So that's basically what you gotta do. I mean, forget like the competition with the press, that's for competition, that's all a bunch of bullshit anyway. Most of the shit is fake, it's not even real. Most of them don't even use real plates. Most of the shit you see on YouTube, they're not even using real weights. The 45s weigh 15 pounds, the 150 pound dumbbells weigh 40 pounds or whatever. And they're all made out of steel, aluminum, steel, whatever the fuck. Hollow alloy, all that shit. So that's all a bunch of bullshit. This is, if you want to do it, this is how you do it. And you can do it all the time, whenever, whomever, whatever, with no problems. Now, that's the rundown on how to, I guess, get a big bench. If you want to get like a pro bench or an elite bench, and be able to do it all the time. You know, not just one time, you build it up for the big bench, you know, I just hit my max, my 1 RPR, let's go out for my 1 rep PR, let's go out for brisket and brewskis and bratwursts. None of that corny bullshit or weirdo shit. I do it all the fucking time. Like a real fucking, whatever the fuck you want to call it, G, whatever the fuck. You gotta do it like this. You get up to this. You could even do it with lighter weight, like I said, with 2 1/4, but you're gonna need a spotter. You're gonna need somebody with you because you're not gonna be comfortable with the weight. So if you can get 3 sets of 6 with 2 1/4, and like, you know, you're doing it strict and right and correct, you can get up to 3 plates. You can get up to even higher than that, depending on how easily you're doing them, the reps and the weight itself. But you're gonna need a spot. You're gonna need somebody there to guarantee you don't ever have a fucking fail or something goes wrong. You don't fucking drop it. You don't hurt yourself. You get your form down. Yeah, you get up to 250, 3 sets of fucking 6. You want to get up to 6 sets of 6, but you want to get at least 250, then put 255 on, whatever it weighs. You gotta weigh your plates. Make sure you weigh all your fucking plates, unless they're calibrated down to the gram. No, that's it. All right, October 11, 2025. Little fucking tutorial. I don't know what the fuck. Everyone's out of their minds. I'm out of my mind right now. Not really, but it sounds good. So that's it. October 11, 2025. Secondary workout and tutorial rundown on how to bench a decent amount of weight, I guess, for light guys, heavy guys, or whatever the fuck you are. Creatures, animals, freaks. I don't know something, but so that's it. Alright, whatever.